Hello, my name is Brandon and this is FPS GGG, Guns, Games, and Guitars. We do everything that has to deal with these three things. Today we'll be looking at the Jing Gong G608 G36C. It is a top of the low market brand gun. It's around $100 for this gun, $125. Shoots around 400 feet per second, 380. Normal FPS for any sort of CQB mid-range weapon. It's shooting 2-gram BBs. It is accurate to about a couple hundred feet, maybe 150. Any more than that, it starts dropping and the wind starts kicking it. Now let's get to the gun. The G608 G36C comes with a tactical rail like this. It'll fit any sort of optic you could put on it. It includes a die-cast metal front and rear adjustable sights. It is flip up and down standard NATO for long range and short range. Adjustable with an Allen key wrench of different sizes. Right now I have a G36K 3x optical scope on top of it. The scope is integrated and fully adjustable by Allen wrench keys on top and bottom for windage and height. The G36C comes out of the box with this rail, an end cap that goes over the flash hider. It does absolutely nothing except keep you from shooting someone whenever you take it out of the box. Always remember to take this off, or you will either break this or break your gun. Everything on this gun is completely adjustable. In order to install this scope and to take this one off, you need a Phillips screwdriver, most likely size 3 or size 4. Screw it to the left and loosen it. It slides off back first. You take it off like this and then pull up. In order to put the K scope on, slide it forward and then snap it in. In order to get this screwed on tight, you must use a Phillips screwdriver. There is a screw plate on the other side that tightens. When you tighten the screw, it goes all the way through and then does not move. You can't get it off no matter how hard you pull. You tie it on, or you tighten it. The G36K scope comes with a long piece that is also usable as a sling mount. You put it all the way through to the other side and you use a little bolt, little washer, and twist it all the way to the left, and it holds on tight and it will not go anywhere no matter how hard or which way you pull this gun. It stays on there and it will not move. It is a tough, durable ABS plastic along with the rest of the gun. The gun itself comes with a folding stock, push button folding stock. You push this die cast metal button, push it, flip it over, pull up, and then snap it in. It will not go anywhere, no matter what way you turn it, nowhere. Pull it back over, slap it tight, again, nothing. Nothing at all. You can hold it like a lightsaber if you freaking wanted to. The same goes for the magazine and the magazine well. You hold it like this, upside down, tight, twist. The gun is very, very solid, very, very constructed well. It is held together with mostly die-cast metal parts and ABS plastic bolts. It doesn't matter which way you turn it, which way you look at it, it's all 100% ABS plastic, including the internals, like the hop-up. It is a wheel. You can turn it up to hop it up. Hop-up can go down by pushing this little wheel down. Push it all the way up, it goes the fastest and the farthest. Puts as much power through it as it can. You push it all the way down, or in the middle, it adjusts it to your liking. You could shoot it really, really fast or shoot it very, very slow. In order to get to this left or right cocking, charging handle pulls all the way back. And it's a little hard to do this with one hand, so just push it back and then down. It will stay there and not move. Then you can adjust this and be fine and just slap this forward. The gun does not come with tactical rails at all, or this light slash laser PEC 2, PEC 15 box, whatever you want to call it. This was $30 on eBay. It was fairly cheap for a 5 milliwatt laser. The gun only comes with, other than the tactical rail and the skeletal stock, and one magazine battery charger, it comes with one rail on the bottom with a double-sided sling mount. You could attach a bungee 1-point sling to that, but the tactical effectiveness of that is useless. I don't know why they designed that there, but they have it there. The gun comes with one major sling mount on the side of the gun, on the left side of the gun, to hold it any which way you want it. It'll dangle. It's right there so you can get it for quick acquisition. It's very, very easy to put it in this one, and it will hold the weight. You can tug on it, pull on it, however you want. The gun also comes with one sling mount that is both lefty and righty. If you want to attach it here, attach it there. The effectiveness of that is also useless because the gun hangs down here, so you have to bend down, grab the gun, and then pull it up. It would be advised to just get a 1-point bungee sling and then hold it there, and it'll keep in place no matter which way you do. The gun comes with a ambidextrous fire selector switch. Safety, fire, 1, and then automatic. It clicks into place very easily, but make sure that this is all the way back as far as you can, but don't push it too hard, because if you have it halfway through, it'll break the gun or mess up the hop-up system. Very, very efficient. The magazines are stackable, but I've heard bad things about it. Me personally, I've only had this gun for a little while, but long enough to know that these are decently strong. I read reviews that this right here has broken off and BBs just fall out of the gun, and someone had to tape it because of the poor quality ABS plastic. I have not had this problem, and I've had it for about a month and a half now. It's a nice gun, it holds together nicely, but the only problem I have is when you wind the wheel, you have to shoot like, and then you have to wind it. And then you gotta wind it. It takes like 3 or 4 shots, and then you have to wind it every 3 or 4 shots. My other AEGs do not do this. I do believe it's a magazine fault, and I would advise buying a new magazine anyway, because it's really irritating to be on the battlefield and you're firing at a bunch of people, and then you have to spin it after you've shot a few shots off. Most people, they'll shoot 30 rounds off at you, then have to screw it. So I would advise buying a new magazine, and it'd be nice to have 2 magazines anyway, so you could just take this one out and then slap in a new one. It'd be very much advisable to get a new magazine, a 1-point tactical sling, a new rail system if you'd like. The cool thing about this is it comes with not only a 3x optical zoom scope on the inside that is very, very accurate, but it comes with pistol sights on top. Quick acquisition, you could look on top and it still hit what you're aiming at unless it's like right in front of you. The only problem I have with that, some scopes come with a tactical rail that are about 1 inch high. So if you come with a tactical rail, which mine did, I had to unscrew it because you can't see the tactical pistol sights with the rail on it. So you have to take the rail off, and then you can look at your sights. The only problem is there's these 2 big gaping holes, and if you put the screws back in them, they still stick 1 inch out. So if they do make 1/2 inch, 1/4 of an inch tactical rails that will fit this and still let you see the pistol sights, I would advise buying one of those also. Or you could just be very much happy with the sights on this. They're flip up, adjustable, however you want it. It works. I just personally have a problem with the G36 rail right there. I don't need all that space up there for anything when I have a scope. The gun itself is very, very lightweight. I have a Du Bois M4 that weighs like 15 pounds. This easily weighs 6-7 pounds. It's very, very light. You can move it every which way you want. And it sticks to your shoulder due to this rubberized butt plate that has quite a bit of room. You might be able to fit maybe a AA or AAA in there for flashlight, tactical light, or laser, what have you. Enough space to fit something in there. And it fits tight. You can move it around and it'll stay stuck to your arm. You cannot move it any which way and not feel it staying there. If you take it off, it's fine. It doesn't stick to your arm literally, but it's very, very comfortable and easy to acquire sights. Whenever you're wanting to, someone pops up on you, you can just go ka 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 ka, whatever. It works. The scope comes with a sling mount that goes in the front of the K sight. If you buy one of these, most of them come with their own screw set and one tactical rail right here. And it fits almost the same as the other one for 1-point sling. It just hangs it like this. So, and holding it like this is a little stupid. I don't know why it came with that. I don't understand most of the rail system or the reasoning for this many sling sights or sling mounts when you don't even need it. It has 4 holes distinguished in the bottom of the skeletal stock. You can take pins 1, 2, 3, and then 4. There's 4 pins in this gun that keep it together just like the real G36. You unscrew this with an Allen wrench and you just poke these through with a Phillips screwdriver size 3 just about. In order to get to the battery compartment, you take the screwdriver, push this pin from the right side to the left. Pull it out, you'll find a die cast metal pin. You take it, you can just plop it in the... I don't remember which way you go, but it's supposed to go in there. Oh yeah. You plop it in from the underside in, and it stays in. You can take this off to reveal the battery compartment. All this stays on. I'll just take that off for now. I don't feel it's safe right there. The battery is that comes with it is a 1100 milliamp 8.4 volt battery. It's what I got. It's what you'll probably get as well. It's a medium-sized battery. It'll fit most any gun that you have that's an AEG. It charges for about 3 to 5 hours and gives you about 6 to 7 hours charge use. And that's firing continuously. If you're not firing continuously, it'll last you most of the day. If you're just doing single fire every once in a while. It comes with the fuse is open right here. I don't know what the function of this fuse is for, but I would advise not to break it. Anything that looks important usually is. It's got a false gas chamber piston, just like the real G36. The battery attachment goes here and then folds in. So you can keep it tight, nice and smooth, and then slide this back on if you need it. The flash hider itself is very, very difficult to get off. Very, very difficult to move in every way possible. Mine came on wonky. It's like slid to the left. You might have that problem with the factory defaults. I would advise dipping this. Make sure this is out of the way, but dipping the very tip of this in boiling water. Then take a pair of pliers or a wrench, whatever you can get onto this little 2 flat parts, and then turning it counterclockwise or clockwise, whichever which way you want to get it off. Or sorry, to move it and fix it, if yours is the same way. If you want to get this off, counterclockwise. You have to twist it counterclockwise to get it off after you've boiled it in water. The glue is very, very thick, very, very sticky, so you might have to do this a couple times. I would also advise buying a metal flash hider that's orange. They're about $3, $4 on the internet. You break this one off and then you put a metal one on and you can keep it. It's tight, it's nice. It's not going to break if you run into a tree or something like that. It's very, very advisable to upgrade your AEG, even though the manual says not to. If you want your AEG to work the way you want to work it, fix it however you want. For $100, scope not included, this gun is very, 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 very cost affordable. It's nice, it's short, it can go from CQB to medium to short range. And as you can see, it is a little difficult to get it on, but once you get the hang of it, it's not but so hard. You push the pin back through on either side you want, all the way through, and it will not move, no matter what you do with it or anything. You can put a forward grip on this, flashlights. You could even take this off and put a silencer here, or one of those AEG tracers that makes the BBs glow as you shoot them out. It's kind of neat, but the effectiveness of it is almost useless. That goes over pretty much everything on the gun. This was the G608 by Jing Gong G36C with a K scope. And that is very much possible. Every gun that is 1-to-1 scale, you could put any kind of real G36 scope on it. You could buy the real G36 scope and put it on here. You could buy the real gun and put it on here. Anything is adjustable with any G36 model. Tokyo Maru, Jing Gong, Classic Army, KWA, any of these parts are backwards compatible with this. You could put all of their parts on this gun. Completely interchangeable. Even right down to the actual chambers in here. The hop-up chamber, everything's compatible. So if you want to buy this gun, it's about $110 to $125 on Amazon or eBay. You're lucky if you can get it cheaper than that. Stores like G.I. Joe's usually sell them for a little bit more than that, like $200. It's a very affordable gun for an AEG that is this accurate and this powerful. Later we'll be doing a accuracy test for 50 feet, 100 feet, and then 150 feet. That is all for FPS GGG. Wow. There we go. This is going to be the full auto test of the Jing Gong G36C. Very, very fidgety. That bottle just will not go down. Now the wind's picking up. Wow, I keep hitting it, but it is not.
I don't know.
That was 100 feet. And the wind is really, really picking up, so I apologize for not being able to hit it. The sight is scoped in for 100 feet. That's not bad. It's really, really not bad. And as it is, I'm sitting on my knee trying to be as down the range as I can, and it's just not happening. So now we're going to be doing the 50 feet test. It'll be a little bit closer and a lot easier to shoot. As you can see, at 50 feet, you're going to hit everything no matter what. Even with whatever sight you're using, optics, 50 feet, there is nothing that can stop you. I mean, especially if you're hiding behind light cover or something like that, so someone can come up on you, you can just go hit it as many times as you want and still get it. So now we're going to do full auto after we get these things reset up.
Okay. think they're dead.
Yeah, I like shooting them again. Anyway, at 50 feet, even with full auto, you don't even need full auto to be completely truthful. If you're at 50 feet, 60 feet, 70 feet, it doesn't even matter. When it gets to 100 feet, the wind starts becoming a factor and it's a little bit problematic. But when it's at 50 feet, there is just nothing that can stand in your way. I mean, you could probably hit a bird-sized target from about this distance every time with full auto. I was a little bit wanky there because I let go to hit the swivel down there. That's the only problem I told you with this gun. Every few shots you have to swivel it, and with my M4 it takes like 30 rounds and then I do it. This takes like 5. So that was the Jing Gong G36C. I was a little disappointed with the 100-foot test, but a 50-foot test kicks ass. So that's all.